We're here at the 2019 MPC IFBB Pro League Governor's Cup. I'm here with Xavius Gayden tonight. My name's Noelle Tuman. I just have to say we are so blessed and proud of this young man, gentleman, because he is a Marine. He serves our country. He's active. He's an amazing person, and he has climbed and climbed, and this has been just such a journey for him. Xavius, how would you describe the feeling you're feeling tonight?
I am very, very overwhelmed with just feeling blessed, and like I said, I wanted to reach out in the crowd, in the audience, and just give everybody a hug and say thank you. And I just feel blessed and honored.
You almost got a standing. I think a lot of people are on their feet for you tonight. I really do. Because, we all know your journey, and we've seen you on this stage. So how many Spectrum shows have you done?
I've done quite a few. It's been, 6? It's almost 5 years.
And you're such a gentleman, because I got to say, every time you're on that stage, no matter if you're 10th or 1st or 5th or wherever you are, you have a smile and a happy heart. And you're such a champion for that. So I just have to tell you that inspires me and many other people. So you should be really, really feeling this tonight. Take this and pull it in, because you've earned it. What do you want to say about, what did you do for this particular show? What changed you?
Well, so I went through a little, you could say, traumatic experience. I was scheduled, I won the show in San Diego in December, and I was told we were going to take a break. And then a few weeks later, I got contacted to do the Cheru Classic. So I immediately jumped on prep right after Christmas and started prepping for it, which was only like 7-8 weeks left. And then right at peak week, I was told that I couldn't travel to go compete at the Cheru Classic, and it kind of tore me up.
What happened? Why?
Because of work. They pulled me off to travel and wouldn't let me and my wife leave the country. So due to some work, so it's the military. So I have to go with,
you're right.
I have to follow.
You're a good Marine.
Rules and regulations. So, and my orders. So it kind of hit me. Me and my wife were looking forward to it. We had a whole plan to go to Japan after that, and then, we did this couples retreat basically out of it, and it didn't work out. So I had to pull it together, and I told myself there was no way that I'm coming back to the Gov Cup and not win. So I sucked everything, every ounce of me, and it took a lot. I mean, I've been prepping for a while. I had a 3 or 4 week break, but I've been prepping since August of last year.
That's the commitment.
And I said, I'm not going to stop, because this show, I did not want to come to this show and not win. And I wanted to make sure I put everything on the line to ensure that everything in my power was done prior to coming here. And yesterday, when I was in that Uber driving back to the hotel, I said I did it to myself. And it felt good. And I had no worry in this show. And not only that, but the people are so amazing here. The promoters, like Ted, y'all make it worth coming here. And I feel that, not only from the judges, but also from the other competitors. And that's how it should be.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, you guys are literally supporting each other. You see each other a lot. You see the bumps and the demands, and you lift each other up. And I mean, that is incredible to see, and people need to learn from that. Would you agree?
Yeah, I totally agree. And one of the other things is there's a lot of younger athletes and pros that are out there. They're doing things that I feel are kind of like they're creating problems within the industry. And I feel like I've always been that guy that people looked up to. Yes. And I feel like me pushing myself to be a better me and to be that role model and that example for them is what they need and what we need in this sport. So you always want to do the right thing for the right reason. You never know who's watching. And, it's because of y'all that I push myself to be better. It's because of my coach. It's because of all of y'all that I push myself to be better, so that I can represent this industry the best that I could.
And you're so, like I said, I can look at you across that stage, and you're so humble and so at peace with you. And I think more people need to understand that, yes, you're on stage being judged, but you have to be at peace with the accomplishment, no matter where you end up.
That's very true, very true. It's not about the placings. The other thing is, like, I love my coach. I always go back and figure out what did I do wrong or what could I have done better. I don't blame him for anything because you can always be better. It's either you don't know something because you just don't know, or you're doing something wrong because you think you're right. But with this industry, there's so many possibilities. There's not one way of coaching. There's not one way of prepping. I prepped for the Olympia while I was deployed. That was unheard of.
How did you even do that?
I did it by support from everybody. My wife sent me yams and avocados in the mail. I was cutting yams with plastic knives. I was getting my food and keeping it in plastic styrofoam containers until I was able to get the next meal. I mean, I was doing everything that I could think of that would get me to reach my goal. And that's how people need to think when it comes to prepping. You shouldn't be expecting your coach to call you every week and say, hey, how you doing? You should be focusing on putting your mind and your body where it needs to be before you get on that stage.
It's that your winning attitude. Like, I can tell the passion is coming out. I'm seeing the force that was behind, I will not go to the Governor's Cup unless I win.
It's very true.
I mean, I'm seeing that in your face right now.
That was me on the stairs. I'm on the stairs like I'm about to fall off, but I'm not going to stop because something inside of me is telling me I want it and I got to go and get it.
And you did it, and you got it tonight, and it was all yours. You took it. You deserve it more. I mean, everyone deserves their time, and this is your time. And we are just so happy for you. So I know you want to thank people. I'd like you to thank some of your people.
I want to thank my wife, Sarah. Like, in some days she pushes me over the edge, but those days, instead of getting an attitude, instead of being mean, or I go back and think about it and what did I do wrong, or how can I make this better? And I use that same thing with prep. My coach, Kim Odo, he doesn't even have to say anything, but I'll push myself because he didn't say anything. And just the industry, I love this industry. And it's either you like it, you love it, or you don't. And if you do, think about giving back. Everything else will come back to you. It's not about getting, it's about giving, because everything in this industry, it's enough for everybody. It's enough for everybody. So we need to start working together and sharing to make this industry grow.
I agree 100% with you. I do. And the more you give back, the better you are, and you get to see the prodigies of your accomplishment, just like having children. So
actually, I also want to thank Mon Ethos. David has done so much for me, and I don't even know what to say. My preps have been so much easier with him. Thanks Tito for coming out, Ted, like the whole IFBB, JM, I mean all the judges, Sandy, I mean y'all are great. I love you all, and I thank you for everything.
Well, you go celebrate tonight, and you're a true champion inside and out, and we're so blessed to have you.
Thank you.
Have a great night. You earned it. You did it.